Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the Two Gentlemen of Verona, and we get to hear from the Duke in Act 3, Scene 1 today. It's a nice, long scene that we've got going on with lots of monologues in it, but it's all good because there's a story going on. Now, the Duke, if you remember, is the father of Sylvia, who Valentine is in love with, even though she's supposed to marry Thurio. So Valentine is going to help her sneak out with a rope ladder so they can run away and get married. But Proteus, who is also in love with Sylvia, told the Duke of this plan so that the Duke will banish Valentine and then Proteus can hopefully end up with Sylvia. But Proteus was like, don't let him know it was me. And he leaves, and then the Duke runs into Valentine, who happens to be on his way to Sylvia's but can't let the Duke know that that's where he's going. And the Duke is like, yeah, I'm so upset with her because she won't marry the man that I want her to. So I'm thinking that I'll just get married myself and get another heir so then I can write her off. And Valentine's like, oh, you're in love? And the Duke is like, yeah, I am, but I don't know how to court because it's been a really long time since I courted anyone, so give me some advice. And Valentine gives him what we would consider nowadays to be really bad advice, that if a woman scorns your gifts or doesn't want to talk to you, you should just keep trying, which we all know is not correct. But the Duke's like, she won't take my gifts, and I can't ever get to see her. And Valentine's like, we'll go see her at night. And the Duke is like, I can't because she sleeps in this tower. And Valentine's like, get a ladder. And the Duke is like, where am I going to get a ladder? And Valentine's like, I could get one for you because remember, Valentine has a ladder in his coat right now. He's going to get a woman from a very high up bedroom. So he's like, I could get you a ladder by 7 tonight. Does that work? And the Duke is like, well, how do I carry it? And Valentine's like, well, it'll just fit under your cloak. And the Duke is like, like the one that you're wearing? And Valentine's like, no, any coat will do. He starts getting nervous because maybe he's starting to pick up on it. But the Duke takes the coat, saying, how shall I fashion me to wear a cloak? I pray thee, let me feel thy cloak upon me. What letter is this same? What's here? To Sylvia, and here an engine fit for my proceeding. I'll be so bold to break the seal for once. My thoughts do harbor with my Sylvia nightly, and slaves they are to me that send them flying. Oh, could their master come and go as lightly, himself would lodge where, senseless, they are lying. My herald thoughts in thy pure bosom rest them, while I, their king, that thither them importune, do curse the grace that with such grace hath blessed them, because myself do want my servants' fortune. I curse myself, for they are sent by me, that they should harbor where their lord should be. What's here? Sylvia, this night I will enfranchise thee. 'Tis so, and here's the ladder for the purpose. Phaeton, for thou art Merop's son. Wilt thou aspire to guide the heavenly car, and with thy darling folly burn the world? Wilt thou reach stars because they shine on thee? Go, base intruder, overweening slave, bestow thy fawning smiles on equal mates, and think my patient more than thy desert is privilege for thy departure hence. Thank me for all this, more than for all the favors which, all too much, I have bestowed on thee. But if thou linger in my territories longer than the swiftest expedition will give thee time to leave our royal court, by heaven, my wrath shall far exceed the love I ever bore my daughter, or thyself. Begone! I will not hear thy vain excuse, but as thou lovest thy life, make speed from hence. So, he puts on the cloak and finds a letter that Valentine has written to Sylvia that is chock full of sexual innuendo. The gist of it is, she is in Valentine's thoughts. He keeps sending his thoughts to her, but then his physical self is jealous of where the thoughts are because the thoughts are with Sylvia. And then there's some sexual innuendo thrown in on top of that. So then the Duke goes off and is like, no, sir, nope, not you. You're not having my daughter. You're getting out of here. Like, I have been way too nice to you. I gave you way more than you deserved. So I'm giving you like 10 minutes to get your stuff together and get out of town, or flames on the sides of my face is about the point of where he is right now. He's like, you get out of here or I will rain terror on you. Leave now. And then the Duke leaves the scene. And of course, we're going to have to hear Valentine's response to this, but that's tomorrow's monologue. So we will wait until then to hear his reaction. I'll see you tomorrow for more. Mwah.